Hello, everybody, and welcome. Hope you're having a great day today. So, I was very busy yesterday till wee hours of the next morning, this morning, just doing various things on YouTube. Those of you that have checked out my last community post, you pretty much know what I'm up to. I made a second channel for all of my ambiance videos, and I have over 200 ambiance videos on the main channel, and I'm trying to migrate all of those over to channel number two. I found out yesterday that YouTube has a limit of how many videos you can upload a day. I didn't figure that out until I hit that limit, and the limit per day is 9. So I hit my limit and then I was just doing other kinds of various stuff. And I was actually going to go live and react to Chantal for the first time. I've never reacted to her videos before, but it was really late. I was really tired. And if I'm going to react to her for the first time, I want it to be at full power. So that's going to have to wait. I'm a little tired today, feeling a little ragged, but I wanted to react to her newest live called Late Night Breakfast Bees. So we're going to do that and also react to some stuff on Twitter. And then I'm going to have to call it a day as far as my reacting for the day because I've got some stuff that I have to do this evening. So let me just go ahead and share the screen so you guys can see and hear everything. Let me just go all the way back up here. So this is from Kelly saying, spot the difference. Well, I see a lot of similarities. I'm seeing the whole twinsies effect right here. Okay, Hidden Truths says Foodie Beauty. She thinks she's worth more than Nikocado. So Foodie is on Cameo, and she's looking to make money off of people who want to pay her for video messages and regular messages. As you can see right here, Nikocado Avocado has a Cameo account. And if you want a video from Nikocado, it's $149. Foodie right now is charging $25. But with Cameo, they take 25% of whatever you make. So she's not getting $25 per video. 25% of that is taken right off the top. Also, something to think about, she's not in the United States and she's not in Canada. She's over in Kuwait. So you got to think about the conversion from US dollars to dinar. The Canadian dollar, the US dollar and the Canadian dollar is worth a lot less than the dinar. So you do the conversion to dinar, she's getting even less money. So she's really not getting 25 bucks, not even close. And even if she made a lot of money on Cameo, we all know where that money's going to go. It's going to go for all of her takeout. She's creating all different kinds of accounts and trying to think of all kinds of ways just to come up with more money to buy more fast food and order more takeout. Like, she's just basically on her own version of a hamster wheel. Also, Foodie, on a side note, what you're doing, it doesn't scream longevity to me. Yes, you just made your Cameo. Yes, some people might be tempted to pay you for a message or a video message, but how much money are you going to make in the long run really off this thing? Some people might contact you for the novelty of it all, but then eventually the novelty is going to wear off. Then what you going to do? This doesn't scream long-term moneymaker to me. Okay, from Perfectly Imperfect saying this. DX says Chantal has the gall to talk badly about reaction channels not having lives, as if she's not live at 6 a.m. e-begging for memberships and cameos. Yeah, she did that. So she was up early in the morning doing the live when really she should have been sleeping. but maybe it's hard to sleep in a bed where your cat has peed on it because they're mad at you. That's what you get for what you did to BBJ, Chantal. I believe Julia got on the cat version of Twitter and got in touch with BBJ and found out what you did to BBJ and said, "Don't worry about it, BBJ. I'll take care of this. I'll get her back for you." So, what she did in your bed, that was for BBJ. BBJ's long distance revenge. Okay, Ruth Langmore says, "Why have you been wearing contacts to make your eyes lighter? Is anything about you real?" Well, for those who do not know and not aware, there are plenty of beauty apps that you can download on your phone, and they can do a variety of things. They can put makeup on your face, they can contour your face shape in a photo, they can smooth out your skin, they can give you bigger eyes, they can give you bigger lips, they can do all kinds of things. And Foodie uses a variety of different filters, including the big eye filter, including the filter that can change your eye color. If you guys go back through her pictures, you'll find that her eye color has not been consistent. She might have green eyes one day that's really, really light. Another day it's dark green. Another day it's an amber topaz color. So clearly she's using the eye color filters because her natural eye color is dark chocolate brown. So she's trying to claim to have the lighter colored eyes when she's got the darker colored eyes. Holly Go Heavy says Foodie Beauty admits to searching her name on social. This is why I will always use her hashtag. People who are afraid of her reporting accounts on Twitter need to realize she's too lazy. She has nothing to do in life but to participate in narcissistic activities. I will bring it 100. So let's watch the clip from Holly Go Heavy.
I like to be in a good mood. It's better for me. Like, you know why? Because honestly, I have not been looking at what people are saying about me. Like, I have not been like, sometimes like I would like, it's so hard to resist researching your name. So sometimes I would like look up Foodie Beauty, which is so bad to do, and see all these people talking shit, and I would like it would make me mad because you see people saying things about you.
Foodie, let's just cut the crap. Let's stop with the fakery and being phony. You're over there acting like it gets you mad. And maybe it does get you mad from time to time. But you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing with your content. You purposely seek out anything and everything that's controversial, that's triggering, that upsets people, that gets them irritated. That is your content. You're not about that life of doing positive things for positive reason. So, how can you get upset over running over to a hornet's nest and kicking it, and then the hornets reacting to what you've done? I don't think you get really all the way mad. I think you like to act mad in front of the camera. You'll do or say something controversial or dramatic or hateful, and then you do your live or do your video, and then after it's over, you'll purposely spend the rest of the night running around to different forums to see what people are saying and how they're saying it. Because by doing that, then it gives you an idea of what to do for your next video or your next live. Your content, a lot of it is strictly reactionary. You like to come out to the reaction channels, but in a roundabout way, you're a reaction channel yourself. You talk about the reactors and you're reacting to our content. So you can criticize us as reaction channels, but let's be clear, your content is all about reacting to something. Half the time it's stuff that makes no sense, but still you're reacting to something too, because you're desperate for any kind of topic to keep your content going. Mrs. Robinson says, new level of gross. She's cleaning her teeth with the same cotton pad she's using to remove her makeup. Ew! Then use it to wipe her eyes. Ugh. Made my stomach turn. She's so gross. Now we know how a wild boar cleans its teeth. So listen, anybody out there, I hope that you haven't just eaten or you're about to eat because this might make you a little bit ill. Just warning. Let's watch the clip.
You're awake, babe.
Look at that. Chantal, we know you don't wash your face. We know your face is greasy and oily and dirty, and your hands are always constantly dirty, and you touch your face with your dirty hands. So you're sitting there using a very small cotton pad to clean your face. You just wiped it over your forehead, wiped it on your cheeks. Then you're going to rub it across your teeth? Why? What was the purpose of that? I can't. Ugh.
Sorry, I have like you. I'm not brushing my teeth with this, but I like to wipe them.
You can't wipe your teeth with something else? Had to be a dirty cotton pad?
You should try it. I'm telling you. Shine your teeth.
What? You're recommending to people to use a dirty cotton pad to clean their teeth? I'm sorry. Call me old fashioned. I'll stick with my toothbrush. A toothbrush is just fine and it works.
Every night in my dreams.
Oh, she's singing again. Why? Ugh. I just I just had a bowl of ice cream and I'm having to watch this clip. Ew. I thoroughly enjoyed my bowl of, raspberry swirl white chocolate ice cream. It was so delicious. And now I'm watching Chantal wipe her face with a cotton pad and cleaning her teeth with it. Ugh, I'm glad I ate that ice cream ahead of time. Let's put it that way. This is from Judge Judy saying, I peed in your bed. Now I'm going to crap in your shoes. Do it, Julia. Do it. Do it. Please do it. I love it. This is from PPS Pumpkin Spice saying, did Foodie Beauty just say her mom hid her pregnancy from her grandma and grandpa for many years? Well, that explains everything. She's overcooked, guys. And Lorna says, I'm shocked that Shmi was actually in love with her brother. Yeah, so in the live, Chantal was, for some reason, talking about some of her family history. I don't know why she was talking about her family history and bringing it up, but she did. It was really weird. But let's listen to the clip. Oh, wait, it's not starting.
But yeah. My family enabled them. No, because I don't think they understood that I had these issues, until it was later in life. Most parents do that. They reward their kids with food. We grew up in like we were on
Actually, that's not normal. I mean, I come from a big Southern family, and I did have a grandmother. God bless her. She's no longer here. But my Nana, love her to death, she loved to cook for the family. Like she loved to have everybody over for a big dinner. The more kids and grandkids that were around, the better with my grandma. But in my family, portion control was basically how much you can put on your plate before you ran out of room. That was the portion control. But is it normal for a family to say, this is love? Here, have some food and go away? No, that's not normal.
welfare and we didn't have a lot. Hi, Lizzie. We didn't have a lot, and I think my mom felt bad about that. Like she wanted to prove that she could take care of me. And my grandmother was really like wanting me to stay with them because she was young. My mom was young. So, yeah. Um, so that was, very hard, very hard. Um, Probably. You know, she never wanted me to feel like we had no food, even though probably a lot of the time we didn't, or she wouldn't eat, you know? So, yeah, I remember feeling like, I remember talking about this in therapy, how I always felt protective over my mother. Like, I always felt bad because I saw her struggling a lot, you know, and being afraid herself. She was always so afraid because she
So I'm confused, Chantal, help me. So at that time, you felt protective of your mom. What happened? Like, what happened? You feel protective of your mom. So you went from being protective of your mom to doing all this stuff on YouTube and kind of shaming your family. You know, they know about what you do and they're trying to keep their distance. But what you do on YouTube, you know, it has to bring shame to the family. You have to know it makes them feel embarrassed. So, how did you make the jump from I'm concerned about my mom and I care about my mom and I'm protective of my mom to I'm going to get on YouTube and be the biggest, most dramatic, triggering three-ring circus known to man?
was a teenage mom and we lived alone. So that would be very scary. And I think she did her best, you know. So I'm just grateful she had me, you know, because, you know, a lot of people at the time, like her doctor and everything, they were saying, like, well, you're not going to be able to go to school because she was shunned on for being a teen pregnancy. She was like 16 going on 17. And, but she was in love with my dad and she wanted to have me. So she hid her pregnancy from my grandma and grandpa for many years.
Now, that last statement did not make any kind of sense. Anybody that knows anything about anatomy and women and pregnancy, a pregnancy cannot go on for years unless your mom was an elephant. A pregnancy will last 9 months or sooner if you have a premature baby. So, how in the world could she hide it for years?
My grandma said, she's like, the one time I really hated your mom was when she told me she was pregnant with you. I'm like, but grandma, you said that you love me more than anything. You're so happy she had me. So I don't know. It's a weird family thing, but I don't mind.
You know, I don't know a whole lot about the family situation, but from the things that I have heard and the things that I have seen, uh, what is there to say? There's a lot of strange moving parts in that machine. Really weird. A lot of really weird, strange perimeters there, which would explain why she turned out the way that she did. All right, so what do we got? Okay, Holly, go heavy. I love you for this, Holly. Can you hear the difference between eating sounds of our locale and this sweet farm pen dweller? So let's watch the two clips. And can I just say, I did watch the clips earlier. Is it a boar or is that a pig? It looks like it's a boar. But the boar, if that is a boar, it's eating a lot with a lot more grace than Chantal. So let's watch. Yeah, definitely similar there. Definitely similar. Okay, shut up, Chantal. Quiet. We're done with that clip. We're moving on now. Mrs. Floopa Booty says, fixed it for you, Chins. Did I miss anything? So Mrs. Floopa Booty fixed her Cameo profile to give more of the truth. Hi, YouTube, liar, grifter, delusional narcissist, queen of desperation, uh, animal blank, filthy broke, overeating animal, and spoiled brat. Book a personal video, 25 bucks, because I need to order more fast food and stuff my face. Yeah, that would be appropriate. That'd be more truthful. Let's see. Oh, that's it for the stuff on Twitter. All right, so let's move on to the actual live itself, shall we? Let's do this. I don't know how much of this I'm going to cover because it did go on for 2 hours. But if it gets boring, we'll just, fast forward ahead and do it for as long as I can. So let's get to, shall we?
I'm supposed to talk while I do that. Love the sound. Hi. Ça va bien, et toi? Gemini Jam, Beezer. Hi, Meep Beezer. Gabriel, hello. Breezeth. Hi, Rudy. What's 7 plus 7? Quick. I didn't get Subway. I ordered from another place that was open. Beans Beezer. Hello, tourist. Sanella. Sleep deprivation is a wartime torture tactic. Elaine. Hi, kitty. No ring. I literally just took it off because I'm going to be going to bed and I'm not going to be wearing it and I'm doing some skincare. So,
Chantal's been taking off her ring a lot lately. During one of her food videos, she took off her ring on camera and now she's doing it again. So what's going on with that, Chantal? Is there trouble on the home front? Why do you keep taking off your ring? Are your fingers too big for the ring now? You're so happy to tell all of us, I'm happily married, I love my husband, but I can't think of a single newlywed that once they put that ring on their finger, they keep taking it off.
I'm going to do the skincare now with you guys. It is 6 a.m. here. Hi, Millie, Katie. What in the YouTube is going on? We kind of sleep because the summer's so hot, there's not really much to do in the day. Like nobody's out hardly.
Okay, before we even begin the skincare routine, just something I want to point out to you guys. Chantal has rosacea. That if she took this skin smoothing filter off, you'd be able to see it much more prominently. You can kind of see it underneath the filter. Let me just blow this up so you guys can see like the darker coloring on the apples of her cheeks. Yeah, the skin smoothing filter is kind of covering it up to kind of tone it down. And I'm not shaming anybody who might have rosacea. I'm just saying, like, because of her rosacea, if she did not have the skin smoothing filter on, her face would look a lot more red. But she's about to do a skincare routine. At the same time, she's not even going to show her true bare skin. She's still got the filters running. Let's go back over here.
Unless you have to go to work. Good, okay. Hi, Swag Daddy. Hi, babe, hi. Salah's like a zombie right now, but cool gamer. Hi, K Bella. Welcome back, guys. Joey, Melly, have you ever tried retinol? Living Laura, yes, but I find it irritates my skin, so I need to get one that's more natural, I think. Some serums really irritate my skin. It's 6 a.m., yeah. Do I miss bubble bath time? I could have a bath here. I did have one once, and I do have some bubble bath, but it's too hot. Hi, Kina. Two beezes, yeah. You're laying down. He's laying down.
Chantal, maybe you do need some skin products, but you know what would really help? Just a bar of soap and water and a washcloth. That would really help keeping your skin clean to where it's not constantly dirty and you're sleeping with filth caked onto your skin night after night. That would really do you some good. Just making an effort to keep yourself clean all over.
Do they have water parks? I don't think so. Hi, mistress. Hi. Queen Beezing. That's my inhaler, guys. Are you on vampire mode? What's for breakfast? Well, it's not going to be very what your idea. I'll show you when it gets here, but there wasn't much open. Hi, Myrtles. Baby mama. What's the cream that Prince Harry? What? Go mix with vitamin C. A lot of vitamin C serums have retinol. Okay, so I have a little bowl of warm water here. I have some cotton pads. I need to take off my eye makeup. Hi, Emily. Lush is overpriced, but their moisturizers, my skin loves them. I don't know why.
What a weird combination for a live. Doing the live, talking to people, You're starting out the live with, let me just do my skincare routine, and then moving on to eating the food. Is this you trying to get around YouTube, Chantal? Like you have to show different things in the video or the live that YouTube is okay with, so that when you're doing stuff that really you shouldn't be doing on camera, YouTube will kind of overlook it or they'll skip it. Kind of seems like it. You're trying to use things to cover up other things.
Okay, the skin hangover. Is it from Too Faced? I think it's Too Faced skin hangover thing. That really, really did well on my skin. My shirt says positive something like that. Hi Sandra. I usually wear like a t-shirt and like, whatever to bed. So I'm just kind of like in my, you know, micellar water. Yeah, micellar water doesn't do good on my skin either. Hi Emily. Hi Caroline. Welcome.
By the way, Chantal, as far as having attractive skin or beautiful skin, it has to be healthy. Skin is basically the outer covering that we have, but a lot of what's going on with your skin has to do with what's going on beneath the skin. So if you want better skin, if you take better care of yourself, you'll have better skin. You see, if you weren't into eating lots of sugar, lots of the carbs, lots of fats, if you ate more healthy food, that would help to have better skin.
12 a.m. there, Emily. Do you miss Canada? Go. I do miss some things about it. I'm not gonna lie. I miss my family and everything. So, but I'll probably go back to visit at some point. RX hangover.
I wonder if that trip she's talking about is going to happen sooner than later. Because I honestly think her and Salah, they are sick to death of each other. I think she's sick to death of being over there, being bored, nothing to do. I'm sure she's sick to death of Salah trying to put his foot down on what she's eating, because Chantal is someone that she will not, and I repeat, not be told what to do. Even if you're coming forward and whatever you're saying makes perfect sense and you're speaking truth, if it's not her truth, she's not going to agree and she's going to get mad at you. I'm sure she's sick to death of being over there. And to be perfectly honest, her and Salah are getting in each other's way as far as making money. With him around, and her not being in Canada, she can't make the money that she would be making if she were back in Canada and she could do more of what she wanted. And with her being with him, he can't go out and do things that he wants to do just because she's around. So they're in each other's way. And yet she won't go home because she likes having Salah around. It's part of her ego. Look, I got this young, attractive husband. Look at me. Look at the prize that I landed. Well, he's not that great of a prize, Chantal. And he's sick of you. And you're sick of him too. So go back home to Canada.
Yeah. You just need a mist. We should be friends in the States. You're crocheting? Nice. Rice. Yeah. Too Faced. I don't know. It's 4 a.m. there. Okay, so I'm going to use this spray mist, Breath of Fresh Air, one of my favorite toners.
Did you wash your face first? I mean, it helps for the face to be clean before you put toner and stuff on.
Just to let that settle in my skin. Hi, Tangerine. No, I have a cleansing balm. Hi, Blue Sapphire, Gracie. Kate Bella. Thank you for the kitty. I love that one. Thank you.
Okay, First Class Falcon says you cannot remove makeup with warm water, Chantal. At least use a cleansing balm, right? Because there's a lot of waxy materials in makeup. You got to make sure to get it all off so it doesn't clog up your pores.
Do you like wearing hijab? Actually, I do, Dana. Yeah, I do. I don't think. Yeah, I would still.
Okay, I'm just going to say it. I don't think she likes wearing the hijab because, she's a newly reverted Muslim woman. I think she likes wearing the hijab because it acts as kind of a contour filter for her face. And I've seen other ladies in Kuwait wear the hijab. They don't have their hijab at eyebrow level, they have it just after their hairline. You've got that hijab pulled down so far that if it goes down any further, we wouldn't be able to see your eyes.
A word, I think, even if I didn't love it. But hi, Sandy. Hi, just words. You demand Julia? Oh, here she is. Wait. Hi, baby girl. Hi, baby girl. She looks like that emoji. Oh, really, Lisa? About the estrogen? Uh, my hair is like maybe to here. Not very long. Preparation H, really? Thanks, Dana. Fluffy tail. She does look like that emoji. Okay, and I have some things here. So I'm going to use them and put some water on my skin.
Again, this is so weird to me. If she wanted to do like a beauty tutorial or routine video, why not do that? Why put this in the live? Why wait until you go live to show everybody, look, I'm washing my face or I'm cleaning my face off? Unprofessional, completely unprofessional and unnecessary.
Like that. Get it nice and moist. And then I use Ultra Bland from Lush. Hi, S. Mushroom haircut. It's like a beeswax. Okay, this has almond oil, rose water, beeswax, honey, fresh iris extract, glycerin. It has methyl parabens though, but whatever. I dyed my hair dark brown. So, sorry, I have chubby face here. Fat face. I do one eye at a time. This stuff is amazing. I'm going to try to lift this as much as I can without showing you my hairs. My eyebrows are just like, that's one thing I have to say I'm blessed with, honestly, because my mom even noticed that as a baby. Like I always say, I told this story time. My mom, the first thing she noticed when the
Okay, stop right there. Look, I'm not trying to nitpick or be rude to Chantal, but look at the difference between the side where she's got the hijab contoured around her face versus the side where she took the hijab a little bit away. And even then, it's not all the way away. Because you got to know that there's a lot going on right here in the neck area. So it's that hijab is doing a lot to contour her face.
they handed her me when I was born was my eyebrow shape. And even the nurses were commenting on it. But I don't know. I saw a baby picture of myself and I look weird. Chubby use.
Only Chantal would do a skincare routine with face filters on. You know there's face filter. Look, y'all look for yourselves. Listen, look at her face. That's a great picture, isn't it? Hey. sometimes that the freeze frame situation is just right. But anyway, but you gotta know if you're doing a skincare routine video on YouTube, you're gonna know if the skin is raw. You're gonna know if it's real and natural and raw because you're gonna see the pores and stuff. You can tell the face filter is working here. Look how splotchy it looks. That looks very unreal. So she can sit there and like wipe all the makeup off her eyes, but the face filter is working, son. It's still working. You can see the redness of her cheeks. You can see the splotchiness because that filter is still very much in place. So who does a skincare routine wearing a face filter? What is the point of that? You know what? Hold on. No, I can't use this picture because her chin is cut off by the line on YouTube. Doggone it. Anyway, let's move on.
Hey, Billy Bedbug. I have to do it in hijab, so yeah, it's fine. Where's the food? It's coming. It's on the way. Hey, Katie Bunny. Thank you. Hi, J Dot. Scrape goat. So thanks for beezing today.
And the way she's rubbing out her face, just pulling at her skin and pulling it down. And she's not using multiple pads to clean her face. Take a cotton pad, you rub it your face, and then you keep an eye on it to see is it dirty? Is it oily? If it is, you change it out to a clean one until your face is completely clean. But she's sitting there like just grabbing onto her eyelid and pulling back and then pulling down her face. Ooh, just not good.
This feels like an old school bees.
No, it doesn't. Not even close. The old school bees, you'd be by yourself back at the villa, doing what you want, wearing what you want, or hardly wearing anything. This does not feel like an old school bees.
Eh? Oh, look at all the dirt. Ew.
Ew! Oh my god! What? Wait, what? What? I gotta go back. What was that? I listen. I know that was her eye makeup, but let me just take a look at it again.
My eyebrows are just like, that's one thing I have to say I'm blessed with, honestly, because my mom even noticed that as a baby. Like I always say, I told this story time. My mom, the first thing she noticed when
Chantal, you tweeze your eyebrows. Cut it out.
they handed her me when I was born was my eyebrow shape. And even the nurses were commenting on it. But I don't know. I saw a baby picture of myself and I look weird. Chubby. Hey, Billy Bedbug.
Hold on a minute. I'm looking for the
I
one
have
moment.
to do it in hijab, so yeah, that's fine. Where's the food? It's coming. It's on the way. Hey, Katie Bunny. Thank you. Hi, J Dot. Scrape goat.
I'm waiting.
So thanks for beezing today.
Show me the cotton pad.
This feels like an old school bees.
No, it doesn't.
Eh? Oh, look at all the dirt.
Oh my god. Ew. Look, I know a lot of that is her eye makeup, but just think about this. She was getting the eye makeup off with the cotton pad, that's fine. But she didn't just take the pad and rub it across her eyelid gently and get the eye makeup off. She was rubbing that pad all around her eye and the rest of her face. Ugh. That's gross. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. That looks like more than just the eye makeup because let me just take a look at this real quick. Okay, so yes, she does have eyeliner on. I acknowledge that, but the majority of her eye makeup, she's got like some cocoa colors, some browns here. It's not like a smoky eye. So where did all this crap come from? That's just gross. That is just straight up gross. That's bad. Chantal, what are you doing? How many layers of filth are you taking off your skin? Oh no. Oh no, no, no.
Ew. I hate it.
And she had two pads in her hands, and instead of just saying those pads are dirty and throwing them away, she's wiping out her eyes with those dirty, disgusting cotton pads. Washcloth? Do we have a washcloth? Do we have soap? Can we use them? Listen, do you guys see the pad? It's not clean. And she's wiping that over her entire face.
And then I just do the same on the other side. Just scoop and spread sour cream with my fingers. I'm one of a kind. What can I say? What does bees mean? Bees means to engage in beesing activities, basically.
Bees is a word that she came up with long ago when YouTube said you cannot monetize BINGO videos anymore. When she did videos back in her day and she put the BINGO word in the title, all the people that were interested in food knew to come to her channel. And then YouTube said, you cannot put that word in the title anymore. It's a big no no. So she found a workaround. She found an alternate word that YouTube had no problem with, and that was bees. So anybody who saw the word bees, they came to understand what it meant. It meant her misbehaving. It meant her misbehaving in a lot of different ways, including food. So they knew they saw that word in the title. She's probably going to be doing something that they want to see.
To get into fun mischief. Look at the a warm water on cloth. I know. I don't have a clean cloth right now. I do, but I don't know where it is. It's like in my cupboard, and I just
A clean cloth? I don't know where it is. Oh, it's in the cupboard. Oh, I don't know where that's at. You're so stupid. I have a clean cloth. It's in the cupboard. I could go get it. I could just take a warm washcloth and some soap and clean my face, but I'm not going to. I would rather use the cotton pads and go through a million of them rather than take a nice warm wet washcloth and some soap and really get this stuff off my face.
don't know. Dip and dip. Your mom's dog Snaggletooth. Buster, no. His underbite. He's a Neanderthal with an underbite.
You're one to talk, ma'am. First of all, Buster knew what was going on with you for the jump. Buster is her mom's dog. Buster doesn't like Chantal. Every time she comes near him, he growls. But you want to talk about that dog's underbite? Ma'am, I hate to break it to you. You have an underbite too. So, can you criticize an animal for having an underbite when you've got the same situation?
I know his Snaggletooth. And the way he looks at you, like, I demand cheese. Like, too bad, buddy. Just because you have an underbite doesn't mean I'm going to give you anything. What? Bees is. Hey, Julia! Come here right now. She decides to bees when I'm. Babe, are you awake or did you fall asleep? Can you give advice to newlyweds to get through the first few months? You have to be able to. Should be easy the first few months.
Why is anybody going to Chantal and asking for newlywed advice when she's with Salah and they can't stand each other? And the only reason why he's with Chantal is for money? Nobody should be going to her for any kind of advice. She's not someone to give good advice to anyone. She can't even help herself. How could she help other people?
Hi, Rose. Salah fell asleep. I bet you any money. Oh! You're awake, babe. Sorry, I had like. You, I'm not brushing my teeth with this, but I like to wipe them. You should try it. I'm telling you. Shine your teeth.
That's just gross. You're wiping that pad all over your face, then you wipe your teeth with it. You're disgusting.
Every night in my dreams.
My ears did not consent to this torture. And those of you that are my viewers, you didn't consent either. So let's just move forward from her awful singing.
I'm probably gonna go with Lush again or the Too Faced. I'm not sure, but I bought a Garnier one. Oh my god, it's awful. I should go get it. I'll show you next time, okay? For makeup remover, this is the best thing, Brittany. Ultra Bland. It's by Lush. Facial cleanser, a rich, soft cleansing cream that cares. It's basic
You know what? I am not here for a tutorial on her skincare. Boring. Let's move forward.
too. And Lush uses a lot of rose water in their products. Don't eat it as a binge. You imagine? All right, skincare performed. Now I could just use a good vitamin C serum or something. You're eating way more than your misery beep. What? Hi, I'm so glad. No, I'm not actually. No, I'm not eating more. I'm so glad you're live. Don't go live. Hi, Storm.
You know why she went live tonight? Or should I say last night? Because she dropped her cameo and she spies on the reaction channels. She's on Twitter. She got word that everybody found out about it. And she wanted to go live and see if she can get anybody interested in her cameo. And need I remind everybody, the whole cameo situation, that's just another variation on her getting money for people hating on her. Where she used to make money with making people angry and upset, and she would wait for those hate super chats to roll in, which they're not rolling in as much anymore. The cameo situation is just another version of that. Also, I feel, my opinion, that she's using cameo to cater to that group of people in her audience that are looking for people on YouTube or perhaps elsewhere that cater to the particular food fetish. She doesn't want to be on a food fetish site. She's using Cameo as a way to contact those people and have them contact her so she can make money off of that.
Okay, guys, my skincare is performed. Now I'm all washed up and ready to go. It's 6:11 here. Hi, awkward 20 something. Oh, my lips are scrubbed. You love these live smoky days? The drama is heating up on Twitter. What drama? Tell me all the drama. I'm curious.
But I thought you didn't care about drama, right? You said, I don't care about the drama anymore. But yet you're asking, what's the drama? What's the tea? I'm nosy. I thought you didn't care. If you don't care, then don't care. But of course, this is your live and you need something to talk about. So you wait for people in your audience to give you topics because you don't come to the table with any already prepared.
Do you get earwax? Actually, I told you I don't have that gene, Rebecca.
Oh, shut up. You do have that gene. Chantal, how many live streams back at the villa did you do where you will constantly pick at every orifice of your body, including your ears? You would pick at your ears, and I'm sorry to gross everybody out. So sorry. Excuse me. But she would pick at her ears, get the earwax, and then smell her finger. Yeah, she did that. It was disgusting and gross.
Where I don't have smelly pits and I don't get earwax. I always wondered, okay, you guys.
You don't get earwax, and why were you constantly digging your ear like you were looking for gold, looking for that earwax?
I think it's BS. I always wondered why every time, it doesn't matter, I could go months without cleaning my ears. Even at Salah, like every time I see anyone else clean their ears, I'm like, how do you have so much wax on the Q-tip? Ew. You just cleaned your ears. Well, I don't get earwax. Like I swear, I'm not even kidding. And you don't get earwax and you don't get smelly pits. It's the same problem. I swear. My lips look plump. Hi, McBool. Hi, McBool. Good Samsung filters. You use a toothbrush to exfoliate your lips. Yes. Oh, with brown sugar. That's a good hack. You know what? I'm just gonna do that next time. Thank you. Instead of buying expensive lip scrubs. Oh, cool, J Dot. Is it morning time over there? Yes, it is 6 a.m. You, the doll makes an appearance.
Mrs. Spoder woman says, "Yeah, I don't believe that. Show the test you took to confirm. Thank you." Yeah, Chantal, she likes to diagnose herself and she likes to make claims, but she never shows us any proof. Oh, I'm special. I have a special gene. Even though I took no test to confirm it, I have it. On top of that, I'm extra special because I have green eyes. No, you don't, liar. Just because you use a filter showing yourself with green eyes, don't mean you actually have them. I got the real thing. Hate on me, Chantal. I got the real thing.
No, that's not good for you, this water. You have a fresh bowl of water. You can't use this one. I mean, I didn't take a test, okay, so I don't know for sure, but it makes sense to me.
See, you didn't take a test, but it makes sense to you. A lot of things make sense to you that make no sense. So if you didn't take the test, then how do you know you have the gene? You don't. You have said yourself, Chantal, you do not smell very nice. And for someone who claims, I don't sweat, you do sweat. You can walk across the room from the living room to the kitchen and you're sweaty, mama. You can go outside and you're sweating. So, what is this nonsense of I don't stink? You do. You told us yourself back in Cuba you smell like ricotta cheese and barracuda. You know, last time I heard, those were not nice smelling scents, especially mixed together.
How do you make brown sugar from scratch? You just cook white sugar?
No, liar.
You're getting a new cousin? Nice. What time do you normally wake up? There's no normally anything in my life, okay? Mr. Miyagi, some witch hazel. Witch hazel. I never tried that, I don't think.
Yeah, witch hazel is very good for your skin. It is. I've used it before.
Yes, Busy Cat, I do talk to her regularly. She eats more human food.
And a lot of people, a lot of the ladies, you might remember this product. I like Noxzema. The cold cream, I love Noxzema on my face.
When did Shorty turn Muslim? I think it was like in September. No, not September. November? I think November. Was it, babe? Chris Edwards. Who says I do? Oh, sugar and molasses. Brittany, how is your dog grooming going? You have a good memory, babe. Hey, Elizabeth Nirvana. Get a part-time job during Nashi season. Yes. Hi, Yin's life. Um, I'll show you what I ordered. It's like okay, I ordered chapati rashid and a chicken burger with fries. About the haters, did you hear about the dog's howl and the carrot?
This idiot. You know, Salah, you get real mouthy in the chat. Real mouthy. So here's what Salah is saying about the haters. Did you hear about the dog's howl and the caravan moves on? Just ignore them and don't give them attention. They are so pathetic and sad. Life just can't touch grass. Salah, sir, you're over there as a younger man and you actually thought the path to success was this person right here? You thought this was it? You thought this was a yellow brick road? The Willy Wonka golden ticket? You thought by hooking up with this one, it was going to lead to fame and fortune and traveling and doing things? You honestly thought that. You honestly thought this was the fast path to having a good life, oh, how you have learned the hard way. And as far as the haters, we're just giving our thoughts, feelings, and opinions on our channel. And if you don't want to hear it, and if Chantal doesn't want to hear it, all y'all got to do is just don't pay attention. Stay in your own backyard. We'll stay in ours. We'll do our thing. But you get all kinds of mouthy in the chat, like you're somebody when you're not.
And move on. Just ignore them and don't give them attention. They're so pathetic inside life. Just can't touch grass. I agree, babe. Waffle House was the worst job I've ever had. You legit have to learn a new language. Short order? What? Can you give us an example, Gratitude? Plus, you do all cleaning as well as waiting on customers. Got paid $3 an hour. What? Okay, I have a rant about tips. Okay.
And you know what? I heard part of this rant last night. Kaya Simmons. Simons? Sorry, Kaya. I always get that mixed up for some reason. I don't know why. Me and my tongue and my words. But Kaya did a live last night and I was there for it. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I saw this part and I wanted to hit the roof. Because the rant that she's about to go on, I got some stuff to say. So I'll just let her go for a minute.
I don't mind tipping at all. But is it just me? Or like, hi, Rita's? Why is it fair for companies that make billions of dollars in revenue and profits to just not pay their waiters more money? Like they're putting, doesn't that sound weird when you really think about it? To put the onus of supplementing the waiter's income with your own income. Like, I'm sorry, but like the CEO and like all these other high ups who make billions of dollars, and then you have a customer who might only have $5 left and they can't really afford to tip much, and as a result the waiter doesn't get paid for the hard work they do. Like,
I told you I was going to let her go for a minute, but only for a minute. This one right here is trying to advocate for waiters and waitresses getting paid more. This one right the freak here. She, in the past, has ordered from Uber Eats many times. And just to get free food, she will claim that the food was bad or there was something wrong with it just so she get a free meal or get her money back. So she is guilty of ripping off people who have food services. And the food that she got, the free food, that could have gone to somebody else, and the person who made it, they would have gotten paid properly. But not this one who's sitting there trying to get on a soapbox and saying, oh, waiters and waitresses, they should get paid more. I used to work in a restaurant. I did food prep and food service, believe it or not, many, many years ago. I agree with Chantal. Waiters and waitresses, they work very hard. Anybody who works at a customer service job, doing customer service, it can often be a hard job. There are people in the world, they take advantage of the fact that, you're in front of them, you're working for a company, you have a job, you have to be nice. And they might take advantage and just say all kinds of ugly things to you, knowing you can't say something ugly back. But Chantal, I know your type. You would be that one that you would go into a restaurant, sit down, order a lot of food, make a big old mess at the table, have the waitress running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth for drinks and ketchup and whatever else. And then at the end of it all, not even leave a tip or a very small tip. You might leave a couple of bucks and then call it a day. You're that type. You don't strike me as a generous tipper. You strike me as someone that you don't tip people. But you're so concerned right now with waiters and waitresses don't get paid enough. Well, what about those businesses that you ripped off when you were ordering from Uber Eats and you were trying to con and scam free meals? What about those restaurants that had to eat the cost of giving you more than one meal? Had to eat the cost of that food that you bought but never paid for? How about that? Want to explain that logic? I'll wait. I will wait. And another thing for anybody who might be interested to know, just something to think about if you do go out to eat and you got a waitress or a waiter in front of you. Something to be known if you don't already know it. A lot of the times, the waitresses and the waiters, the wait staff, they have to split their tips. It could be with the establishment, but sometimes waiters and waitresses, they got to split their tips with the busboys who help them clean off the tables quickly to make ready for another customer. And if you've got somebody in front of you that's waiting your table, part of the experience of going to a restaurant is you get to sit down and eat a meal. You don't have to wash the dishes afterward. You don't have to get in the kitchen and cook the food. You got somebody in front of you that they are making the dining experience pleasant by taking out all of the unpleasantries of it. All you got to do is sit down and enjoy your meal. So if you got somebody running back and forth, bringing your food to you, please be nice and give a decent tip. If they're running their butt off, giving you your food, bringing the drinks, bringing whatever you need, give a decent tip. And here's another thing, just one last thing. If you're someone you go to a restaurant and you tip, you don't have to tip extremely, extremely well. But if you come in and you're nice and you're a decent tipper, trust me, you get better service. Whenever I go to a restaurant, wherever I deal with customer service, if there's tipping involved, I always tip well and I always get really, really good service because, the people that wait on you, they remembered those really good customers who act right and show proper appreciation. So that's all I want to say about that. Let's continue.
What the F? Like, no, pay your waiters whether they get tips or not. Like, I don't get that. That's
Waiters and waitresses do get a very small base pay, but it is tiny. It's really tiny. It's not that much. A lot of what waiters and waitresses make is based on tips. In my opinion, if you're someone and you can't afford a tip, uh, maybe not go out to eat. If throwing $5 or $6 is going to be a problem, maybe wait until an occasion when you can tip.
so stupid. I don't know. I think that's ridiculous. No, but I mean like franchises. Okay, like maybe mom and pop shops, that's different. But even then, like they make enough money. Okay, if you don't make enough money, then don't have a business. I mean, taxes.
You know what, Chantal, as far as having a business, what would you know about having a business? What would you know? Tell me. In every business, sometimes things happen. Little unexpected things happen, things you can't control, things that just pop up out of nowhere. But you're trying to tell people if you don't have money, you shouldn't have a business. Ma'am, can we talk about your business on YouTube? You have a YouTube channel. Salah has his gaming channel. Where are you spending your money? Even though your channel is the one making money, you're spending more money on his stupid, ridiculous gaming channel rather than your own channel. You went out and you bought a laptop and a gaming system so he can play games on his gaming channel, which isn't getting much traction. because he has the personality of plastic fruit in a bowl, rather than spend the money on yourself in your channel to do things and bring things in to make it look nice. He's got a new gaming system just to play games. Meanwhile, you're doing videos where you're eating off a laptop box and eating with sporks. You don't even have a professional setup to do your videos. So make that make sense. Your 93, 94K channel, you're doing these food videos, you can't be bothered to have a fork and a spoon and a knife. You're using plastic utensils, eating off a laptop box on the floor. Meanwhile, you're spending money on a channel that ain't bringing in much money. Are you serious? If you don't have money, you shouldn't do a business. You don't have any money. You're eating up all of yours. That's why you're doing cameos now.
I mean, that's just ridiculous. You should tip, and the waitresses should be paid enough more, more, so that we could maybe tip less. I don't know.
What? Y'all hear what she just said? She said tip more so we can tip less. See, there you go. She just proved me right. She is that one that when she goes, she gets food. If she can get away with paying less, she will. She is a cheap tipper. Absolutely disgusting. You want the customer service, you want someone to wait on you, you want them to fetch your drinks or napkins or whatever you feel. You expect them to run around for half an hour or 15 minutes or an hour serving you, but you can't part with $5 or $6 for all their hard work. You're going to try to find a way to pay them less. You want them to wait on you, but you're not willing to tip. You suck. You absolutely suck. And I bet every waiter and waitress that ever waited on you probably hated you.
Because tips are like freaking at 20% sometimes.
Between the cheap tipping and the fact that I'm sure wherever you were, you caused a big old mess that they had to take time to clean up, I'm sure they did not like you at all.
25%. Doesn't that seem like, you know? And like sometimes you see signs like, um, waiters rely on the tips and all that
Yep.
stuff like that. Like, don't you feel bad making that sign at corporate headquarters knowing that you're underpaying your employees? No, but seriously, $2 an hour. That's ridiculous.
Yep. That's pretty much what waiters and waitresses make. They only make a few bucks an hour. Imagine that, y'all, working for like $3 an hour. Everybody knows the cost of living, right? So you get a base pay of $3, and what you're hoping and praying for are the tips. Hoping and praying you have a good day. And even then, you got to split the money with the restaurant or the business, or maybe even the bus boys that helped you during your shift.
They charge extra taxes and services they should provide people who work. Yeah.
And I agree with this person. Lay says, if you can't tip, don't eat out. Simple. I agree. I agree. If you have somebody waiting on you and you are planning on having an evening where you don't have to work, like all of the hard heavy lifting, the hard work is taken out of it, and it's just about you enjoying yourself, and part of you enjoying yourself is other people just doing things to make the situation more pleasant. Why not tip? Why not say thank you that way? You're going out, you ain't got to worry about dirty dishes or cleaning up the kitchen after or running to go get something. Other people are doing the running for you. If you go out and eat, please tip. Please do.
They add the tip auto. Hi, Judy. Brittany, it's me. 6 months. Wow, just a message you're always loved, even from haters. Thank you, Brittany. I really appreciate that. Brittany shut me bees. Anyway, depends though on the server. Yeah, sometimes you get really bad service. Honestly, if it's really bad, like one time my grandma and I went to this this like I don't even know why they call themselves like a family restaurant, okay? The whole restaurant was, dudes sitting around the bar drinking beer, and the waitress was like flirting with all of them, okay? And as a result,
How do you know she was flirting? She might have been just being friendly. They might have been regulars. Maybe they know her by name. Maybe she knows them by name. If you go into a restaurant and you're treated well, chances are you'll be back. And how do you make that happen? You make the situation personable by saying hi to people, by talking to them. If you are in customer service and you're nice to people, they remember that, they come back. So, how do you know she was flirting? That's how it looked to you. She was flirting. Oh, she was talking to a bunch of guys. She was flirting like you've never flirted with a man in your life.
she ignored us like most of the time.
Hold on a minute. Stop. So, waitresses, when they work in a restaurant, they're assigned different sections of the restaurant. This I do know. If you're a waitress, unless it's a very small place, you're not all over the room. The bigger the place, the more you have different waitresses and they patrol different tables and sections. So maybe she wasn't ignoring you. Maybe she already had a table full of people and somebody else would wait on you.
And she saw me like try to wave her down, and she just ignored it purposely. And like
Chantal, she had a bunch of people in front of her, you fool. What's the matter with you? Restaurant Karen over here. I want your attention. Come here. She was busy. You said she was talking to a group of men. She was already busy. Dang. Calm down.
took her time and was just like super rude, and I was like, I think that was one time I didn't tip her because I was like it's either no tip or I'm gonna slap her because because she was so mean, she was so rude, like, oh my gosh.
She was so rude because she had people in front of her already, and you saw her talking to these people. Maybe the problem is you. You're seeing this person who's working in customer service, they're a waitress, and they're talking to a bunch of people. What you should have done is show a little courtesy and say, she's talking to some people. I'll just be patient and wait. She knows I'm here. I'll just wait. Just wait. They know you're there. They'll get to you. Stop being impatient, Amy over there.
Imagine a waiter or a waitress spits in your food and then you tip them. Oh yeah, true. Hell no. But some like most of the waiters I get are good. You know, the service is really like good here. I need a game stream bees. Oh, Millie, yeah, we did. We just finished one. Salah just finished one, but probably tomorrow, I would say. Hi, Valentina. Kuwaiti Netflix show. None of the women wear hijabs, and I know Muslim women that choose not to wear one. Yeah, Valentina. So, like, a lot of um, Arab women don't wear hijab. It just depends. There are some Muslim women who don't. It's a choice, you know? So, but most of the Kuwaiti women I see out here or on TikTok or something, they either wear hijab or niqab. So it just depends. I don't know. No tips? Really? Nice, Leonie. Low wage cafe workers, 29 an hour. That's, see? Hi, Sherry Love. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you can go to jail for that. First class. Well, she shouldn't have been a you know what, Falcon, okay? 12 hello. Oh no, just 8, you're not.
Knowing Chantal, the woman that she's talking about was the waitress. According to her, every woman is rude to her. Every woman is a bee. The real story is probably the woman wasn't rude to her. It was just the fact that it was a woman, it was a waitress. Chantal hates other women. She's got problems with other women, period, especially if they're attractive. So the real story might be the woman was never rude to her. Maybe it was the fact that this woman was talking to a bunch of men, and that's what Chantal wanted to do, talk to those group of men. And the woman's working, she's working, trying to get that tip, serving customers. Because she was a woman, she had a problem with her. Now, if it had been a waiter, especially a cute waiter, Chantal would have had nothing to say.
12 halal chicken waiters. There's sriracha shortage worldwide to address it. Thank you for the super chat. Halal, you know what there's a shortage of now? I saw on TikTok. Remember I was ranting about that trend? Heart of palm, chicken apple sausage. It has to be an apple chicken sausage. Can it be mango chutney sausage? Why does it have to be apple sausage? Then you have like broccoli, a whole carrot, you can't slice it, with mustard and cottage cheese. Well, people were complaining. I saw a few people going, my stores are literally sold out of chicken apple sausage because of this mustard lady trend. I tipped a few times and still stole my order on DoorDash. What?
Chantal, I don't know why you're always turning to TikTok. I don't know why you pay so much attention to TikTok. TikTok is a whole different platform. And over on TikTok, it's about trends and things going viral and just weird, quirky things, funny videos. You know you don't really belong there, right? No matter how much you try to go viral, it'll never happen. It just won't happen. You don't make an effort to be entertaining. So, how are you going to go viral?
I had that done. I had somebody steal my order from DoorDash, like the order man.
What? No, 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 no. You have ripped off DoorDash and Uber Eats, ordering food, claiming that there was something wrong with it or you didn't get it just so you can get free food. You even confessed to it. You would sit there, oh, like this food isn't any good. And you would sit there on camera and eat 3/4 of it. Oh, this food is so bad. Yum, yum, yum. Chowing down on it. That's the reason why you don't like to go out to actual restaurants, because you can't rip them off that way. You might be able to get away with it on Uber Eats and DoorDash, but you cannot get away with that in an actual restaurant.
And I was like, maybe he was hungry. They don't get paid much either. Hi, Tokoski. Hope all is well. Millie, tomorrow I'll do another gaming. Yes, babe. And you looked handsome tonight, babe. To ask your musical questions, tourist. Yeah, you could probably comment, right, babe, on I'm leaving because it actually disgusts me you didn't tip a person doing their job. No, but Falcon, they didn't do their job. That's the point. They didn't do it. They didn't do it. Okay? They didn't. They ignored us and they were rude to us on purpose. That's like,
Well, you know what? I will say this much, Chantal. If you work in a business like food service, sometimes without the person even saying a word, you know you're dealing with a problematic person. Sometimes you can look at a person walking in a restaurant or walking in a fast food joint, if you work there, and you could just spot the problem ones. You can spot the Karens. And you know they're not going to be any fun. You know they're going to be the complainers. You know. So she might have looked at you and just felt that vibe that you were going to be a problem Karen and didn't want to deal with you. Or it could be as simple as she was busy. You said she was talking to a group of guys. All you had to do is just be patient. You're over there trying to wave her over like she's some sort of a pet. No, she was busy. Learn to be patient and wait on other people if they're working.
when stores were sold out of fetas because of that TikTok feta. Oh, yeah. A yellow abaya. I'd look like the bee from No rain. Y'all are depleting the world's chicken sausage reserves. She does like chicken sausage, eh? Every time I touch my hijab. I know, it's bad. Well, when you have a chubby face, it's hard. My son uses DoorDash sometimes twice a day and always tips. I know. See, like I thought I was the only one who orders several times a day. You were a buddy icon. Oh yeah, Brittany. Oh, it has installed Arabic tunes. Yeah. You want drama in the chat like old days? Oh, okay. You guys got pretty annoying sometimes. No kidding. Sausage is sausage. No apples needed. Why are you complimenting your husband through a stream? I don't know. Why not? Because I'm not around him right now and I have to compliment him every hour. So
No, you don't. Like, there might be a reason why she's like throwing the compliments at Salah. It might have to do with the fact that you guys remember that stream she did where he walked in and obviously something was off. Whenever Chantal gets in trouble with Salah, she'll love bomb him shortly thereafter. He's the handsomest man. That's her love bombing him because she's in trouble.
I remember being in uni and working with a hijabi, and our other partner was so rude, making fun of her. You guys are funny. It is 6:26 a.m. here at Aquamarine. What have we been watching? Sure, babe. I'm not even tired. Zoomies in, then poops. Hi, Megan. Hi. Hi. Whoever said hi, I can't say your name. So, what am I watching lately? No TV. Oh, I've been watching those First Amendment auditors. Long Island audit. I'm a
Then you would know that the First Amendment, Second Amendment, that has to do with the United States. So a while back you were saying, oh, like you're from Canada and trying to act as if US law and regulations would protect you. No, ma'am. You're in Kuwait. You're a Canadian citizen in Kuwait. You are not a United States citizen. So our laws and regulations would not protect you, and they do not pertain to you.
addicted to that. It's always the same song and dance. Why are you recording here? I'm allowed to. It's my First Amendment right.
But you can't, no. You don't like the Western world. You have a lot of awful things to say about the Western world. It's so awful here. Although you did drive 6 hours once to come across the border for a burger over here. You don't live here. You don't get those freedoms. No, you don't.
No, sir, you can't record in here. I'm calling the cops. Then the cops just stand around. Like they call 7 cops to come for this one guy.
You know, she's talking all big and bold. Like she could just run around Kuwait and do whatever she wants. Tell you what, Chantal, test that theory. Go into a public place and whip out your phone and see what don't happen to you. You can sit there and complain all you want. You're a guest in another country. And when you're a guest in another country, you should act right. You pay attention to the laws and abide by them.
And they're standing around there. It's just the same stuff. It's funny though. I enjoyed the gin story time mukbang. You should do more. Ah, yeah, Halloween. Maybe I should do a vlogtober. Thanks, mistress. I'm up so late, Elizabeth. I haven't slept yet. But it's early where you guys are. 12 halal chicken wieners. Get lemon Z, and I want a video of you nipping instead. It'd be the same effect.
You know, I'm not trying to tell Chantal what to do. I'm just curious. What is she staying up all night for? Like, what's going on with these really wacky sleep hours? It's not like she works a night job. Like she sleeps all day and what, she's up all night so she can sleep all day again? I mean, what's going on there? And no, Chantal, it's not normal to sit there and order fast food at 6 in the morning. That's just crazy.
Day. Thanks, halal wieners. That made me laugh. No, I didn't chai with Sandy. I didn't sleep yet. Do you miss hamburger eyes? Not that bad. Oh my gosh. Remember? Oh yeah, hamburger eyes.
She misses hamburger eyes. She misses a lot of things that she could do in Canada. I think she's so bored of being there. For some reason, she just won't leave. You're not happy there, Chantal. We know that. We can see it. We can feel it. Salah looks like he's had his soul sucked out through his eyeballs. You're both unhappy. Just let this thing go.
Black Mirror, I've seen it, yeah. Please stop talking about those losers. Sometimes they get on my nerves. Sometimes they seem like they're being petty, or sometimes they seem like they're being antagonistic, you know?
Huh? We're being what? How are we antagonizing you if we don't come into your chat and bother you? There's like over 60 reaction channels. Y'all see the chat. Do you see like a bunch of reaction channels all up in there bothering Chantal? No. So if we are not going into her space to bother her, how are we antagonizing her? Doing a react on a channel is not antagonizing Chantal. But if she decides to come onto our channels and get into our chats or comment sections or read things or listen to things, she's antagonizing herself, and that's her fault.
Like, especially when they don't wear a mask, like, and they're in like a healthcare building and like they're just disrupting a lot of people. It's like, okay, we get it, but just wear a mask. I don't know. I don't know. I could never do that. Yeah, teardrop. I know. You never hardly rarely sleep. No way, Melly. You smoked catnip. That's hilarious, and nothing happened.
What? Who does that? Who smokes catnip?
Cops, how many stars? Like GTA 5. Yeah, babe, exactly. Address it as sacred. What time is cuddle and bedtime? That's private information. Hi, Anastasia. Did you hear a giant woke up in his case? Pussycat. Do Canadians have a First Amendment? Yeah, they do have like a Charter of Rights, which is very similar, actually.
But it's not the First Amendment.
I don't think we have the right to bear arms one, though. I'm not sure. I have to read the Canadian Charter of Rights. I know more about.
So she doesn't know. No, she didn't. So she's a Canadian, and they have the charter over there, and she doesn't know anything about it, but yet she's trying to talk about America and the First Amendment. She doesn't know the laws and regulations in Canada, but trying to use the laws and regulations of another country to defend herself and her narrative.
The Constitution, I think, that I do Canadian history.
Step off our Constitution. Don't put your dirty feet on it. Go away.
Oh, really, Nicole? Aquamarine, most people don't celebrate Christmas, but some do. There are some Christians here. And even though I'm an e-beggar. Why am I an e-beggar?
Because you are. Straight up, you are. And you're a scammer and I grifter. The postcard club, nobody got their postcards. All the different platforms you set up, and you made sure to set up the paywalls, but then you refused to give the content. So now here you are doing this Cameo thing because you want to make that quick, easy money. Let me check something out for just a second, y'all, because I'm curious. Okay, so if she gets paid $25, okay, 25%. Okay, 1 second. 25% of $25. Okay, so 25% of $25 is $6.25. Okay, so that would mean Chantal makes what, like $19? All right. So now that we know that, okay, dollars. I want to know the conversion because, again, she's over in the Middle East. Dollars to dinar, which is the currency over in Kuwait. Oops. Crap. Okay, so Chantal is on Cameo. The video messages, she gets paid $25. 25% of $25, which, looking at her cut of the 25, she's making $19. But since she's in Kuwait, 19 United States dollars translates to, y'all ready? $5.83. That's it. $5.83. That's all she's making because she's over in the Middle East. So I don't think she's going to be making much money, y'all. I really don't think so. But let's continue.
I think creators have the right to try to earn revenue any way they can. If that's how you make your livelihood, why not?
You know what? And I agree with you. We don't agree on much, but I will agree with you. If people who are content creators want to branch out to a bunch of different platforms, if they are inspired, if they are artistic, if they are creative, if they've got the drive and determination that they can handle multiple things at once, I support that. There's nothing wrong with being an entrepreneur and having different interests and doing different things. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Where you go wrong is if you set something up and you say, I'm going to be committed to this to the point where I'm so dedicated, I'm looking for monetary compensation. You go to the public and you say, I'm setting this thing up and I'm looking for your support. I'm going to be putting out this product and this is how much I'm charging. And then people start signing up and saying, I will pay for this. And then you don't deliver. That's where everything goes wrong. So if you're going to be on Cameo or OnlyStans or Patreon or Twitch or wherever, if you set it up and you put the word out there, come visit me, buy a membership, support me, give something back to the people. Don't just take their money and run. Because after a while, people catch on. They're like, screw this person. They're a scammer. You've had like 4, 5, 6, 7 different platforms set up, and not a single one of them have worked because you're always ripping people off, Chantal. You're not putting any worth ethic into it.
Growing up overweight in Florida also made me a night person. Breezeth, right? I mean, it's hot for a normal sized person. Being super heavy is worse. Starts getting cold, Megan, in like October. Wonder if anyone had ever gotten a foodie beauty tattoo. The blue window agent, babe. We have the right of free expression instead of right of free speech, but it's the same concept, yeah. What about freedom of press? Okay, well, who are
Leave our Constitution alone. You don't like the Western world. You don't like us. That's fine. We don't like you either. Go away. Leave our Constitution alone, Chantal. You don't live here.
you? Because I'll unblock you. Okay, listen. We have the right to film in public in Canada. I looked it up. That's what I meant by that. But I didn't articulate that in my video. Anyone make
Go back home to Canada if that's what you want to do, because you can't do that in Kuwait. Why else, when you're in Kuwait, every place you show, it's deserted or it's dark, because you know you can't film in public. You know there's not a lot you can show there. So go back home.
making money as an e-beggar these days? Yeah. It's not like I'm begging for money. I mean, Nikocado has um, a cameo. A lot of people have cameos. People who are rich,
Yeah, you're not rich though. Hence why you're doing Cameo. And you're not going to get rich off Cameo.
like Lindsay Lohan has one.
You're not her.
Um, there's a lot of people. A lot of them are like C-list celebrities though. Was it free speech? I want to see a seafood mukbang: king crab, shrimp, corn, sausage. Joyce, me too. But you know what? I can't get that kind of seafood here. I can't find king crab anywhere.
Then go home to Canada. You'll find it everywhere.
Where can I get king crab?
In Canada.
My first million off Candy. Content creators offer entertainment and content, and it's not easy to even stream and put out content. Yeah, it's honestly content creation, I would say, is like a very common job now, or it's starting to be. It's not. Hi, Dawn Marie. I love hot Cheetos. No more crap. She's got so many teeth. Um, you must be famous. I was like honestly kind of proud because you have to kind of have like a certain amount of following and like to be on Cameo. He wants 100 for a cameo. Wow. But I
Yeah, Nick actually wants $149 for a Cameo.
think it's just like a good thing to do. I mean, to earn extra money, because content creating is like it's tricky, it's risky. You're your own boss. You don't have benefits. You don't have job security. You pretty much have to hustle.
Yeah, but that's the problem. You don't hustle. You just found a very lazy, easy corner to sit in, and you refuse to get out of it. The people that do hustle and that do work, they reap the rewards. But if you're too lazy to plant the seeds for a good harvest, you're not going to have that big of a harvest, Chantal. See, people like Nikocado, like he's unique, is Nick, but he's made a lot of money. He's very smart with his money. You're not Nick though.
My cameo is in white spam. No. You want free content and they're cheap and they call it e-begging. What do you call Mr. Beast? Him? Yeah. Everyone's trying to make money on YouTube. Dawn Marie, welcome to Vancouver. Welcome, Dawn. Welcome to the Beezers Club. You guys can use my emojis now. You won't pay for that price. It's like a side job. I don't see anything wrong with that, honestly. Yeah. Have it shipped. Oh, yeah. But there's a lot of thieves who steal content from the others and use it in a bad way. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're right, babe. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I would say exactly.
Look at Salah trying to be Mr. Know It All of YouTube, saying, but there is a lot of thieves who steal the content from others and use it in bad ways. You know what I mean? Salah, when all of a sudden did you become Mr. I know everything about YouTube? When exactly did that happen? Somebody forgot to give me the memo that Salah knows everything about YouTube. He is an expert. He's a pro. Dude, you're not even a pro gamer. If you were such a pro, why is it that you let Chantal on your channel to do gaming for you just so you would get more viewers to your channel? Obviously, you don't know everything. If you knew everything, you wouldn't be relying on her to make your living. You wouldn't be so focused on being a kept man. So just please sit all the way down with trying to act like you know everything on YouTube. And as far as people stealing from other people, those of us that react to Chantal, we're not stealing. The content that we react to is still on her channel for anybody to view. It's just that with the reaction community, we give people the choice to either watch her as she is on her channel or watch us. And people, by their own accord, make their own choice. Do they want to watch Chantal or do they want to watch Chantal and have somebody else's commentary? And if Chantal were smart, which she isn't, she would say to herself, you know what? All these reaction channels are getting all this engagement and the views and super chats and stuff. Let me see what they're doing. Let me just lurk in the chats and see what the interaction is like and the things that are being said. The humor and the wit and the creativeness. Let me just take down some notes and then take what I learn and apply them to my channel. But she don't do that because the reaction channels work. We work to make her interesting. We work hard. She doesn't make it easy. I compare reacting to Chantal to a bunch of people lined up around a toilet bowl, staring at the bowl. There's one lone turd floating in the water, and we have to find a way to take this turd and make it interesting to other people. Honestly, that's what it feels like. Imagine doing that every day or every other day, trying to find some new and descriptive way to make a boring turd interesting to other people. It's a challenge. It's a definite challenge. But you over there, Salah, acting like I know everything about YouTube. If you did, you wouldn't have hooked up with this one.
Oh yeah, no OnlyFans for sure. Hijab in a shirt. Yeah, because I was doing face routine. I didn't want to wear an abaya. At least she doesn't steal content or cats to make money and exploit other content. Yeah, I pretty much just do my own content, whatever that may be. I don't know. Can't even do vlog. No, I'm gonna do the cameos for sure. But
Oh yeah, I believe she will do the cameos because all she's got to do is sit down with her phone and make little messages and make money. So she might actually do the cameos for a while. But as I mentioned in the beginning part of this video, like how long is that going to last? Like the novelty of people who don't like Chantal paying for things, like how many are there of those? If she thinks she's going to make bank forever off of that, she's not.
I don't know why I couldn't do Vlogtober every day. Sometimes I woke up and just didn't want to do anything, like even get out of bed. Sometimes my life at the villa, I'm gonna do Sims for sure. Don't worry. Sometimes, yeah, Dawn, welcome. Hello, OnlyFans. I mean, it doesn't have to be bad stuff on there. Sometimes, Naomi. Sometimes you have to, like, sometimes I would wake up at the villa and this would be my day. My cats would be on one side of the bed. BBJ would be near the window. Sam would be here, and I'd have my phone charger plugged in like this, my earbuds, my phone, and Uber Eats open, and the green mates, what's it called? Like cannabis something, Ottawa or something like that. I would just like have that ready, and that would be my whole day. And I just didn't want to do anything else. You do that now in Kuwait.
Well, the only thing that's different from then and now is you can't get the green, but you're still ordering the food.
Hi,
So you did everything you did to get to Kuwait. It's a different country, but the behaviors are exactly the same. You moved to Kuwait to eat. Stupid.
I think I always need to do that. A huge, comfortable bed with tons of pillows, somewhere to lay around like a seal, with my phone. And honestly, I get addicted to not literally addicted, but like to watching back to back things, like binging on videos. So like,
Oh, so you're looking forward to being bedbound? That's your ultimate life? Called it.
no way, some new burner phones. That's so sweet. You're taking your grandma to the Barbie movie. That's cute.
By the way, Salah, did you just catch that, right, bro? Like her ultimate life is to be bedbound? Because what she just described was her being bedbound. She wants to be on a bed surrounded by her pillows. Wow. You're actually wishing for that life. Yeah, but my big question to you, Chantal, if that happens, who's going to take care of you? It ain't going to be him. He doesn't have the patience. He doesn't have the training. Who's going to take care of you? Do you think your family is going to fly all the way to Kuwait to take care of you? They won't. You're not even in Canada. You're a Canadian citizen. You can't even use Canadian healthcare in Kuwait. And you're not a Kuwaiti citizen, so can't use the healthcare there either. You're in a bad spot. You're in bad health, but you're in another country, not in your own country. So you can't use the healthcare of the country where you originate from. And you got this dream in your head of, I guess, being bedbound and somebody taking care of you. Bad dream, really bad dream.
Ew. I hope your grandma likes it. I'm thinking of putting my toes out on Olivia. Mistress. A lot of people do that. Make a pillow corner like Beyonce. Yeah, you need a comfortable place to just chill sometimes. Address your middle name being Olive. Marie Olive. My birthday is March 28th. Same as Lady Gaga. I want to collab with her. Imagine.
She would never. Lady Gaga wouldn't even consider you. Lady Gaga is talented. You're not.
OnlyFans reebies? No way. Do not put your feet on. My feet are bad. Yeah, I need to go to a spa.
You need a lot more than that.
Well, I need to blow my nose. Sorry. Wait. Huh. I want your love.
Is she singing?
Camila and Hema. Hello. You kind of misboxed. Remember the map in the back of my couch? Tomorrow is going to be 85 degrees. That's not bad, is it? Yeah. And community to your audience, and you deserve all the views. Thanks, Orange. Yeah, nice good bees is nice with everybody.
But how is she beezing? She's not doing the party favors. So how is this a bees? Did she take something before the stream began?
Want to see the ocean? Or what do you want to do? Hold on. Pretty woman, say. Okay, 12, hello.
You know what I just noticed? We haven't seen the shisha yet. Where is the shisha? Every time she goes live, she brings that doggone thing out. Look, I don't want to see it either. I don't want to hear it. It's obnoxious, but I just realized that. Like something seems weird about this live stream. It's because she's not smoking that doggone shisha. So thank you for that, Chantal.
Put a one in the chat if you like late night beezing. Yes. This one, Alex, different, but he's true beezer at heart, you know. Hi, Stephanie. It's probably an alpaca. I love alpaca fur. Oh, maybe it was alpaca. Yeah. Salah's classier than us for sure. I know. I connected with the camel. Why are you a beezer? Oh, wow. Were you a good girl and poopy in the boxy box? Wow. Hi, baby girl. English is one of the easiest, no? You can't show Julia's fur to men.
I'm trying to find something.
So now I'm like, okay.
Hush up, Chantal. So like she's starting to wind down. She didn't have much to say in the beginning, and she's having even less now. Like anymore, it's so easy for her to run out of steam. So it's like not a whole lot here, but I'll go a little bit longer and see if it gets any better.
Okay for a live stream. If I did research myself before the stream, I would be in a bad mood, I guarantee it. What did I post about on the stream? Oh, it's because I was reading the comments from my video and people were like judging me about something that I said in the video.
Oh, you mean about hungry fat chick and coming for hungry fat chick? I don't have anything bad to say about Candy, but there is no but. You came for hungry fat chick. You were bashing what she was doing, even though what she's doing works for her. You shouldn't have spoke on that issue. And I'm sure you've gotten some backlash over that, and that's why you ate crow and halfway apologized in that video, and not because you really wanted to, not because you realized you did a lot of wrong. It's just that you got backlash. So when you get backlash, you will give like a false apology.
I don't remember. Who cares? Good night, Meep. Yeah, it's freaking late, eh? Thanks for being here. It's my cycle with the news. So yeah, if I don't check things out, I'm okay. You're not blocked, school person. So it's been a few hours, yeah. Exactly. Is that pathetic? Shanti. Oh yeah, babe. The names in Arabic are cool. Hi, hey, it's Tasha. The food is coming. Shoot. But you know what? Seafood, I can eat seafood. All seafood is considered halal. Thank you. Okay, so this is a chapati ration. You know what?
Okay, I don't want to watch her eat. So we're at 1 hour and 18 minutes. I'm thankful that she did not start the video out eating. Thanks for that, Chantal. Like, you waited a while. You waited an hour. That's good. But now we're into the food eating portion. Let's see if I can skip around it.
What chapati is? It's like a type of bread.
Ugh.
I'm looking good. I just did my skincare routine. Sorry if my chewing drives you guys insane, but I need to eat, okay?
You don't need to eat on camera.
I know it's not healthy and I love junk food too much.
You hear that, Salah? Did you hear that loud and clear? All the way in the back of the room? She loves junk food and she's not gonna quit.
Thanks, Teardrop. I have unique feet. I know. I have weird toes. Okay, and this is. I love this wrapping. I don't know why. The hamburger, like even for. This is a chicken burger.
Who cares? Next. I don't want to watch her eat. No.
No, not a bad accident. I ran into a woman once. I was crying. And that's about it. I was in distress, and that's about it. And then. Well, that's because I'm back to mukbangs, you know? And I don't stream my whole day and my whole life anymore. But.
Well, what else is there going on in your day? You don't show us anything but the food. You focus on the food and making those food interested people happy. That's all that we see. You can show us a great many things, Chantal, even from the comfort of your home. It's just that you're so hyper focused on the food.
I don't just eat all day long.
Liar, 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 Tory pants on fire. Here's what I think. I think that you order takeout 3-4 times a day. And every time you order a meal, you'll put the camera on. So you might do 2-3 videos a day. And you space out those videos so you have content uploaded every single day. That's what I think.
Sometimes I do eat a lot, like for a long time, sometimes. Just depends.
Oh, what was that? Was that an admission? Sometimes I eat for a long time. What do you guys think that is? Bingo, 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 and it's Bingo was his name. Oh,
Nice tourist, yeah. My whole life is not eating, but it's a big, big part of it, yeah.
because you made it that way, dummy.
That's one of my problems. I'm not gonna deny it, Food is Salah's my first love. Food is probably
Oh my God. Did she really just say that? Did she just say, Salah's my first love? Didn't you say that about Pete's? Didn't you say that about Natter? You know what I remember about you and Natter? I remember a video or a live stream that you did. You said to the camera, I am addicted to this man. You said that about Natter. You were head over heels in love with Natter. Problem was, he wasn't head over heels in love with you. He was in love with your bank account. And Salah is the same. Different personalities, same motivation. It's all about the money. The only appealing thing about you is the money. Because you don't want to work on the rest of you and make the rest of you appealing. But you were in love with Natter. You wanted to marry him. You wanted him to claim you. You were begging him and pleading and screaming, and you really wanted to be with him. So now you're saying that about Salah. Salah don't love you. And he's sick of you. And you're sick of him too. This whole relationship, situationship you've had going on, it's so phony. And we all called it from the jump. You're in each other's way. You want to make a lot of money, Chantal? Go back home to Canada. Just look at Salah and say, look, this isn't working for me. And it's not working for you. We're both unhappy. I'm going home to Canada, where I will have a lot more freedom. I can be able to do what I want, say what I want. I can be my authentic self. So I'm leaving. Just go back home. Because this Kuwait arc is boring, and it's not Kuwait's fault. It's yours.
after my family. Food has always been there, just always. Like I
Ah, so you put emotional anchors on food. Food has always been there for me. She's comparing food to a person. That shows me that perhaps she's putting emotional anchors on food. It's always been there for me. It'll always be there for me. It'll never leave me. You can't look at food or treat food in an emotional way. It is not a replacement for real human companionship or friendship or relationship. It is not your friend, Chantal. It doesn't have a heartbeat or a pulse or thoughts or can make conversation with you. What you're longing for, what you want, comes from a person, not from a plate of cookies or cheese.
said, from the time I was young, I remember being obsessed, going to my grandmother's and being comforted by the thought that she was going to babysit me on my dad's side. And she made the best food. She made these little sweet and sour meatballs. And she just was in the kitchen all day cooking food and she would give me these yummy vanilla puddings and make me chicken nuggets and all this delicious food. Thanks, Antilla. And then I think a few years later, I remember living in a building where they had a convenience store and always getting like little candies. Or I remember like having my first bag of chips ever. I remember the taste, the smell. There was a little tattoo inside, like a stick-on tattoo. Good night, Georgia girl. Yeah, you get a feeling, like a comfort feeling from food. You
Yep,
know,
emotional anchors.
anything I do in life, I always get excited about the food that's going to be there. So it's like hard.
Because you're giving food too much weight. You're looking at it as a 100% source of happiness and joy rather than considering there are other ways to find happiness. There are other ways to find joy. There are other ways to find fulfillment. You put yourself in a little box with you and the food. That's your comfort zone. It's just me and the food. That's it. Nothing else. But you're not considering there are other things in life that can make you happy and they won't hurt you.
Hard to decondition yourself from that. You know, I mean, and you can't avoid food, and it's hard to avoid food for pleasure because it's such a social thing. You know, people go out for dinner, people, you know, it's every day. And
There's nothing wrong with being social. It's just that when food turns into an obsession or an addiction, that it's a problem. When you go in excess to the point where you're hyper fixated on it and that's all you can see and that's all you think about, that is the problem.
the best thing, yeah, I remember the first bag of chips was dill pickle chips. So now I love dill pickle chips. Yeah, my grandma screamed at me. She was like, "C'est assez, Chantal." Like that's enough, Chantal. Because I asked, "Grandma, est-ce que je peux avoir un autre?" I don't know. I think I said it in English. Can I have another pudding? You remember Magic Moments puddings? She would give me one, the French vanilla. They were so good, and then the butterscotch. So I had two, and then I wanted a third one, and she freaked out on me. I know it's not funny, but you know, c'est français. Yay. Any vlog soon? Yeah, incoming. French. I don't know how to say pudding in French. How do you say pudding in French? Or note dessert, like dessert? Growing up, did more adults sound. Okay, so growing up, I went to a pure French elementary school. We didn't start studying English until grade 4. I remember the textbook in grade 4. We were so happy we could start talking English. It was um, language and learning arts or something, and some people would always write farts, so they would write language and learning farts on the textbook. They would put an F in front of the A. I don't think that people enable followers enable because it's not their responsibility.
Yes, they do. If you were someone on YouTube, Chantal, and you just had your channel doing regular content and they want to sign up for memberships, then yes, they would be just members. But you have made your issues and your addictions public. And you've let the public know, yes, I have a problem with food. You let everybody know. Even recently, I have an issue with food. So, because of that, the people that are the VIBs, people that pay the memberships, the people that give the super chats, it doesn't matter. If you're looking at somebody, if you like their personality, you like their personality. You know, you can like a person without supporting the addiction. You understand? If you're someone that you want to support Chantal, you can do it through a comment. You can say, hey, I support you, or good luck, or stay on a journey or something. You're giving support without enabling the habit. I'm not here to tell anybody how to spend their money. But the moment you give an addict money, knowing what they're going to do with it, watching them do something on cam, at that point, you do become an enabler. You are enabling the addict to do their addiction right in front of you. There's no other way around it. If she were just a regular content creator and she were not using her YouTube channel to find people to fund her addictions, it'd just be a regular channel. But she's using her platform in that way to financially fund all of her obsessions and addictions. and she is not interested in treating any of them. She's just looking for people to back her up, to say yes, to agree with her, to go along with the narrative and the harmful behavior, and woe be to anybody who speaks up and opposes it. If you're not enabling it, then you're not on her train. You're on somebody else's train.
Responsibility to cure me of anything that I have going on. They're just observing and they're here for me, you know? Pudding is like a creamy, milky, it's like made with milk and cornstarch and flavor, sugar. Just ate. I have to figure out how to do that. You're right. Nobody's enabling her. Chantal's an adult. Addictions aren't that easy to say. Yeah, and I feel like people going through addictions and eating disorders and everything, they still deserve a following, you know?
It's okay to have people around you to give support, to have a support system to keep you going or keep you on track, or maybe just people that you can talk to if you need a friendly ear. But it's not okay to develop a group of people who enable your bad behavior because that's very, very unhealthy. Having a group of enablers around you is going to keep the wheel turning and the wheel will never break.
So, but yeah. My family enabled them. No, because I don't think they understood that I had these issues, you
They
know,
do now.
until it was later in life. Most parents do that. They reward their kids with food. You know, we grew up in like we were on welfare and we didn't have a lot. Hi, Lizzie. We didn't have a lot, you know, and I think my mom felt bad about that. Like she wanted to prove that she could take care of me. And my grandmother was really like wanting me to stay with them because she was young. My mom was young. So, yeah. Um, so that was, you know, very hard, very hard. Um, Probably, you know, she never wanted me to feel like we had no food, even though probably a lot of the time we didn't or she wouldn't eat, you know. So, yeah, I remember feeling like I remember talking about this in therapy how I always felt protective over my mother. Like I always felt bad because I saw her struggling a lot, you know, and being afraid herself. She was always so afraid because she was a teenage mom and we lived alone. So,
So if you're proud of your mom and you're watching your mom and you're struggling, why wouldn't you grow up into that person where you say, my mom struggled? She was young. She had me young. She had a hard time, but she did it. She raised me. So I'm going to go out into the world and I'm going to do better. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to be independent. Why wouldn't you live that life? Why have you worked so hard on having this reputation on YouTube where you are so despised? That's not doing your family proud at all.
that would be very scary. And I think she did her best, you know. So, I'm just grateful she had me, you know, because you know, a lot of people at the time, like her doctor and everything, they were saying like, well, you're not going to be able to go to school because she was shunned on for being a teen pregnancy. She was like 16 going on 17. And but she was in love with my dad and she wanted to have me. So she hid her pregnancy from my grandma and grandpa for many years.
You can't carry a baby for years.
My grandma said, she's like, the one time I really hated your mom was when she told me she was pregnant with you. I'm like, but grandma, you said that you love me more than anything. You're so happy she had me. So I don't know. It's a weird family thing, but I don't mind telling you that stuff, anyways. But
I feel like that all this stuff she's talking about in this video, this is stuff that should be just said in therapy. It feels kind of personal.
yeah, I mean, you know, there's only so much a family can do for you, right? Like, you know, you're an adult and you have to be responsible for yourself. You know.
Right. And here's something for you, Foodie. There's a lot of people that grew up in broken homes. You know, like the home situation was not great. But even though you grow up in a situation that's not great, as you get older, you can make any life you want. There's a lot of people that come from broken homes or not great homes, and they grow up and they are successful, smart people. You don't have to look at your life and say, I come from a broken home, or I went through this and I went through that. So I'm going to go through life and I'm just going to put my broken in everybody else's face and make a big deal of it. Because what happened to me when I was young, that's me. And everybody in the world, we've all got issues. We've all got flaws. We all make mistakes. It's okay. It's part of being human. Some people start out in life, you know, with a golden spoon in their mouth, and then other people were eaten with a spork, you know. But situations change, people change, we grow, we get smarter, we work harder, we accomplish much. We look at ourselves and we say, what can I do with myself? What do I want to do with my life? I can do anything I want. So, what do I want to do out of the endless possibilities of life? What do I want to do? And then, whatever that is, do it. So, I don't know about your home situation. I'm not judging it. I wasn't there. But even if you came from a home where it wasn't the best, your life is your life. You can choose to be unhappy or happy, unhealthy or healthy. And you keep making bad choices because you're stuck in a rut and you don't want to get out of it.
Sorry, not for many years, for many months. She hit her pregnancy until she was like late in her term, like maybe 6 months. So anyway, I'm gonna go to bed, I think. So but yeah, it's just weird. It's just I think that's how it, started out basically with my relationship with food. And
Maybe that's the problem. The fact that you have a relationship with food. As I said, food is not emotional. It can't get engaged to you. It can't fall in love with you. You treat food like it's a person, to the point where more than once you've had a fast food funeral. That's something you do for people, not fast food. That makes no sense to me. It's fast food. It's just a bunch of ingredients put together to taste a certain way. You got too many emotional anchors off food. You need to take them all off. You can't look at food the way you look at a person. You can't treat it as if it were a person. Like, I can't let you go. I have to keep you around. Without you, I'm nothing. You can't look at food like that. You got to treat it for what it is. It's just stuff on a plate that feels nothing for you. It's just something to give us energy to go out in the world and do things. And there's a whole world out there, Chantal. You have no idea how much. There's so much to see, there's so much to do, and you're missing out on a lot of it because you're too busy in your dirty human hamster cage being a mess.
yeah. Good night. Leonie. So I think they watch me, like my dad and my dad was watching all my videos, and he would call me from work and talk to me about it, but try to like give me advice, like, like, don't worry about these people, any attention's good attention, just don't even listen to them, because he would give me these like pep talks. And then my yeah, my brother said he
What
watched.
kind of father is this? Given her content, what father would tell their daughter that the content that she's been doing is okay. Wouldn't a good father say, Chantal, you're being problematic on YouTube and you're creating a name for yourself and your face is out there? Have you considered if something happens on YouTube, which is not definite, how it's going to affect you if you were ever to try to get off YouTube and get a regular job? That this is going to follow you everywhere? I would think a good father would think like that and voice that concern. But her dad is saying, oh, don't worry about it, all those haters. Don't worry about anything off of YouTube. Sounds like your dad wasn't really thinking ahead for you, Chantal.
My videos and looked up to me. Like, not looked up to me, but he wanted to be a YouTuber.
What?
So he was always asking me. But then my other younger brother just didn't even like. He's very like whatever, very not what is it, dismissive. He was just playing hockey on the TV, like he was like glued to the TV. So I don't even really like think about that side of my family at all. When I was younger, I was closer to my dad's side of the family, more like my grandmother, my aunt, but not really my dad that much. My dad had very bad issues with food.
So I'm not speaking from a place of pure fact. This is just from what I've gathered. From what I've learned about Chantal's dad, yes, he had a problem with food. I also heard that he was a bit of a drinker. And Chantal has said that she's got, for lack of a better term, daddy issues. And maybe that's led to her feelings of not feeling abandoned and not wanting men to abandon her. And that's why perhaps, and I'm just speculating here, maybe that's why she's trying to create this whole system of, I got to make it to where a man can't leave me. No man wants to be with me, so I'm going to try to trap them with me because that's the only way I can keep them. She doesn't want to be alone. She doesn't know how to be alone. She doesn't know how to be alone with herself, take care of herself, be okay with that. She wraps all of her self-worth up in a man's acceptance, approval, and love.
Very overweight, but then he would lose weight and get buff, and then he would gain weight again. And I remember my mom finding something really odd about his like problems with food because he would.
Chantal, I'm going to tell you something. If you're hooking up with all these men because there's something in you that you're still looking for the love of your father, the only person that can give you that love is your father. And if you're trying to use the men in your life as kind of like a surrogate for that love, they can't give you that love. Only your dad can. The men that come into your life after your dad, they will give you a different kind of love if they care. But only a father can give a father's love, just as a mother can give a mother's love. So if that's what you've been looking for, like there's some part of you on the inside that you're looking for something, you're looking for certain kind of love. If it has to do with a father's love, only a father can give it. Nobody else but your dad.
Be like, I guess one time when I was a baby, he was visiting her, and there's like that same store where I would get the candy. He would go buy a raspberry pie and then come back upstairs, eat it, and then be like, "Oh, that's a good raspberry pie." And he went down like at least I think he bought like 6 pies or something. So I think I definitely have some, at least part of it is genetic. At least it has to be because I'm just like,
I don't know if it's genetic. Like I said, I'm not in your family history. I'm not a doctor. But maybe because you wanted acceptance from your dad, you were basically learning behaviors from him or mimicking his behaviors in order to be close to him. I don't know.
I'm definitely, you could tell I'm his daughter, like the way he eats. For example, um, he came to visit me once, and the pizza where I was living, like he loves Cornwall pizza too. Burning, I could smell grease burning, and I was like, and he was frying steak in the middle.
Okay, you know what? I'm done with her. She's talking about food. Let's see. So Myriad says, you are not 370 pounds. Girl, way heavier than that. Always lie. Easy solution. Don't speak. Then we know you're not lying. No, she's not 370. And if she's going to do this thing with Cameo, if she's using it for the food interested people on her channel as a way to have them pay her for stuff, she might as well just go full ham and tell us her true weight. You know, like get all the way on one side of the fence or the other, but stop straddling it. It's just time. So, like, she's editing the comments again. Clearly, she's editing the comments, of course. But that's it for this react. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Would love to hear from you. Everybody have a great day and please take care. Bye bye.